Okay, got the D9 Rams in. That. So what I did is I went out and got some little teeny hub stakes. I'm going to try to drive them under here and see if I can get that to bend a little more. Okay, that's the only 3/4 Milwaukee electric impact I have, but it has an umbilical cord. So that one's not really portable unless you got a generator. Let's see if it'll take it off. If I can remember, I think you run this, yeah, you're pulling the trigger that way. Look at that, there's anti-seize on them. A mechanic who cared. One who actually cared. Amazing. Either they're not tight like every other bolt, or that's just a hell of an impact. Okay, now I've got to try to get something in there and pop that head loose. So let's see if we can ruin a screwdriver. Somebody already used that one for pry bar and broke it off. I'm gonna blame that on the boys. How's that? How about if I just blame it on them? These are just cheap Lowe's home improvement screwdrivers, so there we go. If I destroy them, it's not like I'm not a lot of money here. We're coming. Oh, she got an oversized head seal on it for some reason. Yummy. So it'd help. Ooh, see, there we go. Oil. It'd help if I'd support the chrome rod. Need to get the hoist hooked to it. So this is an oversized head ring seal. There's two ways to seal them if you've oversized them. One is to use this and it crushes up against the chamfer inside the barrel, or you machine this flat surface for a regular O-ring. Well, that's cool. That's been, wow, that's dented all over. I can't wait to see what the barrel looks like. All right, let's get the hoist on it. Okay, it's gonna go, obviously it's gonna go this way. There we go. Okay, on a D9, they got these check valves in the cylinder. So what these do is, when there's pressure on this side, they're out this way. But when you raise the dozer all the way up and these come in contact with the head, they go like that, and they let the oil bypass instead of deadhead in the hydraulic system. I don't know if the newer ones use that or not. I would imagine they just overcome the relief valve, but all right, so need to have a look in here. I'm a little afraid. Let's get a light. Yeah, she's scarred up. She's had some metal through it. I'll have to mic it, see if they've oversized it at all. I stick my hand in here. I've got a hone. I can go up in there and hone it. I can oversize it if I have to. But where it's already got an oversized seal on it, that just makes me wonder why they did that. So I'm gonna have to mic it. See where we're at. Okay, so this is my inside bore mic, and I've stuck it in there and checked, and it looks like we're about 2/1000ths over. This should be a 6 1/4 bore, and it looks like it's about 2/1000ths over is all. So it's been lightly honed, so I could hone it again, take the little bit of scratches and burrs out and still be fine, or I could go as high as 10/1000ths, take it all out, or 5, whatever it takes, and still be okay. So feeling good about that. So it's probably a factory rod, didn't have enough chamfer. They never do, because you're supposed to use the tool that goes on here, and then that is just a long taper, and you can put your seals right up over. But had this been a remand rod or a new one, which I know it's not, it's factory, because you can't see any weld there really. They would have tapered this more. Okay, I got the second one apart, and it looks a lot better than the other one. There is some scratches up in there, but I'll hone it and we'll go back together. It doesn't have the damage like the other one's got some bad rust and a lot of really bad gouges in here. And then where the seal goes in on the other one, it's all bashed, damaged up there. I'll have to take them to the machine shop to get wear sleeves put in them, because none of them have wear sleeves. But this is the other piston, and you can see the damage to it, but it's really rusty here and then in there, and the other one's not. So I don't know if that was laying in the dirt and they decided to use it or what. But the one thing I am going to have for this one is that long pipe there. That's off the other one. You're probably seeing some crappy video here because the frame rate isn't high enough to get rid of the LED light flash in the shop here. And I've yet to find a setting that doesn't show that flash, so I don't know what to do. Maybe use my other camera. Anyway, this pipe down here has been smashed pretty good. Right here, she's squoze, and it doesn't line up with the bolt holes very well, so probably gonna have to replace that one. So anyway, I'm gonna get these apart, and then I'm going to go after the ripper cylinders and start getting those off and tear them down. And then I need to haul all these rods over to Napa to Andy Bloomquist, Advanced Hydraulics. And he's going to build me the new rods for him. So I'd rather take them all over in one shot than go back and get them when he's done, rather than take them over piecemeal. So I might as well just get them tore out. Anyway, me and Mr. Griffey are going to go up to the store and get an iced tea, huh, buddy? That wasn't Pepsi I spilled all over the galleon. That's iced tea. I don't drink Pepsi. Don't drink pop. Very, very, very seldom do I ever have any pop. So anyway, there's the other one laying out there. And I'll show you the damage to the head where the wiper seal goes in. So they bashed it really hard here. It's got a lump here and it's got one there. So may have to have the machinist true that bore back up, and if it's not to size, have him metalize it or whatever he's got to do. And then it doesn't have headwear sleeves in it, so I'm going to get headwear sleeves and put in it. But I'd like to do to that one what they've done here. So they thread into the head and you put these little bolts with these washers on that holds that wiper in. You're supposed to clean them up and glue them with bearing mount, but I like the screws. That looks like a foolproof way to make sure and hold them in. So had to take a couple sledgehammers to drive out this bearing. I've got 3 of the trunnion caps off. The other one's still stuck to the barrel. It won't budge. So when I bring the barrels out here to steam them, I'll see if I can't beat that other trunnion cap off. Don't we, Mr. Griff? Let's go store. Wanna go store? Wanna go store? Let's go. So I got the lift rams part on the 9, got everything out here, got the trunnions pounded out, the balls, got my balls pounded out. Still got one cap left on here. I can't make it budge. So that way, maybe I'll take the steam cleaner and blow down in there, see if I can get it cut loose. So I need to get all this cleaned up. But it keeps raining on me. Keep getting thunderstorms moving through. For Father's Day, went up to Matt's place, clear out towards Salmon, and we wanted to go to a place called Yellow Jacket Lake. So we got on the 4-wheelers and we got up there, and there's so much snow we couldn't make it to the lake. There's a lot of snow still out there, so maybe sometime in July. I don't know. Okay, so I jacked up the rear of the ripper, put those blocks under it, and then I loosened the hoses up on the ripper valve, let the oil drain off, and it tipped the beam back down straight, and then the lift cylinders came out a little bit more. So I got the pin hold downs out of it. So I'm gonna have to use this pin, the quarter power, to get these pins started coming out. They just, with a hammer, they won't budge. That's 30 ton, it ain't budging. Tons. Did it move at all? It's moving. Again? I don't know. Look, hit it again. Moved. On this end it looked like it did, but let's see your hammer. I kind of need to be hanging on to this, that ram drop. Holy moly. Grab that jizz and hand it to me and spray it while it's coming through. End of the line. So gonna do this all the way. I got the truck tipped over. That thing's so heavy. All right, one off, free to go. That sumbitch is just gonna fight me all the way. I got to put 50 tons on her and then whack that here and it'll jump out pretty good. It's just not gonna come unless I beat on it. Okay, that's the end of my ram stroke. It's not up against there, but so I've got that one I can put in next. But that's such a pain to get up there and hold all that straight, put it in. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Need a magnet. Oh, I know. I use my camera magnet. Worked perfectly. Now it's stuck to the camera. There you go. Got it. Why didn't I think of that sooner? Ah, good Lord. All right, it's taken all day to get that cylinder out and this one pinned. So how long is it going to take me to get that other one out? And 4 more pins. 2 more days? Oh, Lord help me. I'm going to win though. I'll kick its ass. I'll show you. And remember, if the women don't find you handsome, at least they could do is make you a sandwich.